What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Technical Foul Podcast. It's just me and your boy Johannes today, aka King Testify, and me, your boy Lil Gap. So we're gonna get right into it. Mr. Johannes, how you doing
Uh,
today, bro? How you
Hey,
living?
hey, man, I'm great, man. I am blessed. How about yourself?
I'm blessed, man. I'm good. Life is good. We got a new we got a new vibe, a new era, a new president. I'm happy. I
Yes,
feel
sir.
safe. California about to get that other stimmy. Finna get a 600 on top of the 1200, bro. All of my savings. Yes, sir. All right. So with that being said, with the first topic, we're gonna go ahead and start talking about the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, with their new big three debuting last week. So I've got a couple things, but what has impressed you so far with their new big three?
Yeah, man. So I am very surprised in how well they're gelling together. They may not be winning games against Cleveland precisely, but they're gelling on the offensive end, and they're very willing to give up the ball, especially Harden, looking like a team player right now. Not even taking that many shots. I think he's not taking like even half of what Kyrie's throwing up. But yeah, I mean they've been playing well on offense, man. So that's really about it. But what do you think?
Well, I think they're gelling together, like you said, on the offensive end. They're definitely being unselfish and able to distribute the points at an even spread between the three of them. I knew going in that they would be a cohesive enough, especially KD and Harden knowing what it's like to play with other big stars, and obviously Kyrie having championship experience, so he knows what comes with it. What has been a little surprise to me is how well Cleveland was able to hang in with them, and not only beating them once in double OT when Colin Sexton, shout out Sexland, that boy went crazy going for 22 straight points in the double OT against them in the first meeting, and then going off for um, I want to say another 30 something pointer in the second game of a back to back. So they have been able to figure them out in a short period of time. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are the Cleveland Cavaliers, but it's also an NBA team. They're no scrubs, and they were able to expose them defensively pretty well. And I was going through the film and the footage, and I gotta say, bro, Kyrie looks like a bit of a liability sometimes. And KD doesn't look like he cares to play defense. And Harden, he don't really play defense as it is. So their problem is gonna be their defense. And we saw how easily they could get exposed with these other teams. Now, granted, they're gonna have a season to gel together. They've got um they only been through about a quarter of the season so far. So we'll see what actually happens coming into the playoffs, which I at that time I think they'll definitely be that team to beat in the East. But for now, bro, they can't even beat the Cavs. So they gotta figure that part out.
Hey,
All
I,
right.
I I agree, man. I think KD is only slacking on defense for the mere fact that he is coming off that injury. I think he just wants to take it slow, take it,
I could give him a pass for that. Like I'm not even
yeah,
mad. Like he's got a whole entire like Achilles injury that he's coming off of. Like
yeah.
that's nothing to be, that's nothing to be, that's something he got to recover for. And now, honestly, he's ahead of the timeline that I thought he was going to be as far as his performance. So he's honestly impressed me so far. But this team working together, if they can't beat a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, what happens when they played the 76ers with this group yet? I don't think so.
Not even my Celtics, man. They're gonna get
Not even your
smoked
Celtics.
from my
Y'all
Celtics,
might
man.
wipe y'all might wipe the floor with them. I'm gonna be honest.
I hope so.
But we'll see what ends up going down. But moving on to the next topic, we'll just get straight into it. Try to keep you guys put in the comments. Let me know how you like the flow of my hosting and the formatting. I don't know. I got some people telling me I'm going a little too quick. It's a little too rapid fire for them, and then I just have to tell them, that's just how I do things. I try to move, try to be efficient. Zoom only gives us about 40 minutes. So moving on to the next topic, the best in the East and the West. We got the top two teams in both conferences. I'll go ahead and go first. I think you know who I'm going to pick for the West without being biased. But, you know, the reigning championship team, the Los Angeles Lakers, with the best record in the West, sitting at I believe they're 12-4 at this time, and yeah, we look unstoppable, which I figured we would, and I'm happy. I'm proud of my boys. They're making shots, bro. We have not. You know how long it's been since I've not held my breath when somebody puts a 3-point ball up for this team. Kyle Kuzma shoots, and I don't get nervous anymore. I'm confident it's going in. KCP shoots the ball, and I'm just like, he's gonna make it. Like I have not experienced that with this team in a good 5 years, where we have had consistent 3-point shooting. Like it feels, I is this what it felt like all those years? Y'all get to the playoffs, like just knowing somebody's gonna hit a wide open shot. It's new to me. It feels very Kobe esque. Anyway, my other team in the East this time would be. Oh, you know what? Before I move on to that, let me talk a little bit more about my team. So we've got LeBron playing like an MVP caliber player. I said that at the beginning of the season. I knew it was going to happen. AD being AD, playing very consistently, and I appreciate him being another potential defensive player of the year, and his stats are looking real balanced, and that's how it is across the whole team. We got 6 players averaging double figures, and on top of that, we're the third best 3-point percentage shooting team in the league right now, shooting at 40%. Yeah, bro, and third in rebounding. Got I think about 38 rebounds per game, defensive rebounds per game that we're averaging, and 48 overall, and seventh in defensive rating, up like 1,608 3 points allowed so far. So we're doing quite well. But my team in the East is going to be the top dog right now, the 76ers. They are playing real real good. And look, and B playing, bro. He is hooping. He's looking like an MVP caliber player right now. And their team, defense wins championships, and their team is top three. They're top 10 in 3 different defensive categories. First in blocks at 7 per game. First in steals total at 149, and 6 overall in steals per game at 9 per game. So they're playing real well. I'll get into my dark horse in a second. I'll let you go ahead and tell us about who you think the best teams in the East and the West are, Johannes.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can see the Lakers. I do. I respect that. I mean, their record speaks for themselves, and they came off a tough championship. The Sixers have been playing well. Joel Embiid, listen, man, he's playing like MVP. I agree, but I want to see him do this in the postseason, and I want to see him do this against other bigs like Jokic and them. But anyways, moving on. My favorite team in the East that I think is playing well. Come on, man. You already know. I think you know both my answers, man. First off, it's the Celtics for the East, right? For the mere fact that this whole season we haven't played one single game fully healthy. Either Kemba's been out, or Tatum's been out, or Brown's been out. So somebody's been out. And the fact that, I mean, we're 8-6 right now, but the fact that we haven't played as a unit completely, and most of these losses are in single digits, anyways, really, really makes me proud. And players have been stepping up. You see Peyton Pritchard playing well. Hopefully he gets better. I saw he has like a tweaked MCL, I think. Um, Daniel Tice is playing well. Marcus Smart is shooting the ball pretty well. So I really see this team gelling when they get back together. In the West, I hate to say this, I would never have said this in the beginning of the season, but the LA Clippers, man, for the mere fact that they were actually tied for the first seed in the West. PG is having an MVP caliber season right now, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, averaging almost 50, 40, 90 this year. Everybody's shooting the ball well. I think having Serge Ibaka on the team really has them. I think it really spaces the floor for everybody. I mean, everybody's hitting shots. Kawhi's averaging almost like 6 assists a game right now. It's just going crazy, and hopefully they can sustain this moving on. And those are my two teams right now. That's really really improved me. So I'll let you take over for the dark horse.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I had the Clippers as my dark horse team initially, but I started watching some film, and let me tell you, bro, Utah, they look like a real threat. They are on an 8-game winning streak right now. Fifth rated offense in the league, averaging 114 points per game. And Donovan Mitchell is playing like an all star, bro.
You know what's crazy to intervene real quick. I blame Shaq. Shaq is the reason why he made fun of Rudy Gobert for the extension, and then he made. You saw the Donovan Mitchell thing, right?
Part of this is Shaq. I said tonight that you are one of my favorite players, but you don't have what it takes to get to the next level. I said it on purpose. I wanted you to hear it. What do you have to say about that?
All right, that's it.
That's it?
All right, that's it.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
I wanted you to hear it.
I've been hearing, Shaq, I've been hearing that since my rookie year. You know, I'm just going to get better and do what I do.
Good.
At the end of the
thank
day,
you. Well, that's what I wanted you to hear you say.
yes,
Love
sir.
your game, brother. Keep it up.
Appreciate it.
That was
Yes.
the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life. Like he's like you don't have it after Donovan Mitchell lit up whatever team he was
Oh,
playing.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious too. You know, they have the funniest interviews, especially the one where they had KD.
You know, Kevin, there was talk about you coming back for the playoffs last year. So you really just been working on your game, trying to get back your timing and conditioning, really, to be honest, correct?
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. He was just sitting there being quiet and awkward with Charles Barkley being short,
Oh, he hates
and
Charles, man.
nobody. He's been doing it with all the reporters, but nobody told Charles like just go through your questions quick. Like he's not trying to talk to nobody. His team set him up. But Donovan Mitchell averaging 24, 4, and 5 with a 20 PER. He's playing like an all-star. Rudy Gobert has been playing well defensively. And the team itself, just watching them play, their ball movement is so good. Their bench is playing well. Shout out Slow Mo Joe. He broke somebody off in this last game, one of the slowest crossovers I've ever seen, and made dude fall to the floor. I, when I have a D in post production, we gonna have him throw that in right there because that was one of the slowest crossovers I've ever seen. But they're playing really well, so that's my dark horse. But who's your dark horse, Johannes?
Um, hey, they're playing really well. I agree with you too. They're gelling really, really well. Mine's is just it's a random team. I never thought I would say this in a million years, but you said it earlier. The Cleveland Cavaliers, man, 8-7. They're in the playoff contention right now without Kevin Love. Darius Garland just came back this previous game, the second back to back against Brooklyn. Um, I mean, they're playing well. Jared Allen is really, really fit in well with that team. Colin Sexton, obviously, young bull. Come on, man, you can't hate on him. This young team really has a bright future, and maybe they might make the playoffs. Hopefully, they don't because I have money that other teams will make it. Just as, being selfish, but I got to give them a shout out as far as right now.
Hey, definitely. I understand that when there's money on the line, they go mess the whole spread up. But Cleveland, you gotta I think they got an absolute gem in Jared Allen, bro. I don't know. For me, if I was Brooklyn, I would have did everything in my power to keep him because he's such an important piece and he's a key. You can tell he's going to develop into an eventual defensive player of the year type of player. He's so long. He does everything. He plays within himself. He doesn't do anything that he can't do, and he plays his role to the best of his ability. One of the few big men that plays like a big man that's in this league right now, to be honest, and it's really refreshing to see. Moving on to the next topic, though, we got something for the culture. That's why we call this section the culture for the culture. So we got some music that's supposed to be dropping that was highly anticipated. Mr. Drake, give us. Can you give us an album, please, sir? I think we've been patient enough. You're about due annually for another album release. It's the perfect time. We ain't got we at home. We want to just listen to music. Excuse my language, but I'm predicting that Loverboy ain't gonna come out till Valentine's Day because he's a simp and that's what he does. And it's very Drake of him. If he did do something like this, I figured that's what he's gonna do. It's either gonna be the week of or ahead of the week of Valentine's Day. But what do you think is gonna go down, Johannes?
Man, listen, man, who knows? First off, if he really is recovering from surgery, hey, kudos to him. Hopefully, he gets well in that beautiful mansion of his with that basketball court and everything. But yeah, man, that's actually a good point. I didn't even think about that. Maybe he might push it till February 14th. I thought maybe it would be later than that. By the way, he was saying it in his Instagram story. But look, no matter when the date is, this gives time for other artists to step their game up before Drake demolishes them because you already know once that album's out, nobody else's album is gonna matter for the rest of the year. So look,
It's true. Y'all got
yeah,
time. Put some stuff out.
some
I've
heat.
really enjoyed all the material I've been listening to, especially by the one and only Mr. Blast. He actually I've been talking about him for like the last couple of episodes. He's good. I really like his music. I got another artist that I could put y'all on to by the name of uh Masego. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Masego. You ever heard that song? It goes Tadao. He got the saxophone real smooth. I got to put y'all onto him. He's got some good music coming out right now. We're lesser known, but honestly, bro, artists, y'all got to step it up. Throw y'all music out. Drop these albums before this man comes back to full form and takes all y'all commercial success. next, next, as far as stuff regarding the culture, Mr. Wheezy F, baby. This man got him a partner before the presidency for the last term. What do you think about that? That little photo op and everything that was said by him. We kind of tore him a new one on Twitter for that, but I don't know. He might be playing chess with this one. He got him a little pardon, him and Kodak, and got him up out of jail real quick. So I don't know. Was it a sellout move or was it a business move? What do you think, man? Because I think he was thinking into the future with this one.
Oh yeah, man. This goes to show you like Twitter is ruthless, but we can't jump to conclusion. I know, like, when you see your favorite rapper posted up with somebody that is kind of against the culture, it's frowned upon, but like there's always a meaning behind it, right? They didn't just link up just to take a picture, say what's up or buddy. There's something behind it, right? And let me say this real quick, a quick nice thing maybe towards Donald Trump. Hey man, I guess he really loves rap music. If so, he has good taste. Lil Wayne, one of the greatest of all time. But no, it was an awesome thing that Lil Wayne did. I was seeing actually this morning that Kodak tweeted that if Donald Trump freed him, he'd give back $1 million, right? And then when he did get freed, he deleted the tweet. So I found that kind of funny. And then I saw the guy from Tiger King. What's his name? Joe or something?
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
Something like that.
Joe Exotic
Yeah, he was pretty pissed that Trump didn't pardon him after he like asked about it for months or whatever. But
had a whole limo waiting for him outside of the jail.
oh
And
really?
they thought that he was, bro, they had a whole tiger limo waiting outside the prison, waiting for his exit because they just assumed he was going to get a pardon off.
Oh man, well, hey man, hopefully that bill wasn't too large because that sucks, man. But yeah,
You
what you
know,
think about it, man?
man, I think it was just Wheezy being the genius that he is and getting off. And shout out to Kodak being able to get out too. That was hilarious. He deleted that tweet. I didn't even know that he did that. I thought that was freaking hilarious. But I think Lil Wayne he knew what he was doing, bro. It was probably something him and his team came up with. It was like we just go finesse our way, pull a yay, talk to the man, butter him up because we know we got charges about to come up. So he did his thing. I I've never seen a finesse so smooth because ain't nobody messing with Trump after this one. So he did this. He did his thing. Hey, that was a business move. I'm not mad at him. I can't be mad at him because if I was locked up, I'd be trying to holler at that at that orange mess and myself too. But if we can go on, if you want to let me rant for a little bit, that's what this next portion of this topic is for you viewers and listeners out there.
Why, Kevin?
Just this last little bit. It's gonna be a little bit different episode today, but we just got some things to get off of our chests. And what we think has been kind of irritating, what's been on our minds this week. I can see Johannes rubbing his hands together. He's ready to go in. So I'll go ahead and start it off, and then I'll let you finish it up, Johannes. For me personally, uh, I hate making things political. I don't like to do it, but I try to be as unbiased and bipartisan as I can when it comes to me looking at, the state of our country and everything going on, and just being a fair, be doing my own research and giving a fair analysis and evaluation. So I watch every news cycle. I watch all of them. I watch Fox News. I watch CNN. I watch ABC, NBC, all of them, BBC, just so I could be unbiased and get, different perspectives. Fox News needs to be shut down immediately, bro. They gotta stop. They gotta stop this madness, bro. They already critiquing my man Joe. He not my man. Bernie's my man's, but off the rip, bro, called his inaugural speech unremarkable. Called this man boring. All this stuff, trying to say he trying to undo everything that Trump did his first day in the job, and this all this stuff is relevant to me because I want to know what he's saying. He rejoined the Paris climate deal accord, which is very important because it's been kind of hot, and we've got just a whole bunch of stuff that he's reversed and changed. Now, granted, I don't necessarily agree with everything Biden's doing. I think he could have left the little pipe in South Dakota running because it was going to create jobs, but from what I've seen, they got an alternative plan to make jobs with these green deals and these energy plans. But we got these particular group of people. I call them the Q freaks, little QAnon folks. Still, still to this day, can't believe that the things that was predicted by. If y'all don't know nothing about that, do your research. These people were basically following a cult blindly. So they actually believe that there was going to be mass arrests on inauguration day, and somehow Mr. Trump was going to have Mr. Trumpito. I should blur his name out. I don't think I need to be saying his name. It's kind of like Voldemort, but they think they thought that there was going to be mass arrests among the Democrats, and the Marines were going to just get everybody up out of there and send them to an underground prison. People, if you think that this man had the power to just sweep everybody up out of there, and that there was, and I quote, that there is reptile people running the government, you don't need to be voting because there has to be some level of competency, y'all. There's conspiracy theories and there's nonsense, and this qualifies as nonsense, guys. It's ridiculous. There's other stuff you can get into. I know y'all little worlds. Not them. Not I don't think anybody that's a QAnon conspiracy watches our show, so I can say this about them without even worrying about it. But folks, if it people that do believe in QAnon, they gotta find something, bro. Like they could be part of nerd culture. They could find something. Watch an anime. You ever watch anime? It's really nice. It's exciting. You don't put your lives in danger. You don't have to go and terrorize nobody else. Just read a comic book. Do something. Don't bother people about your beliefs because it's it's ridiculous. And I'll just keep laughing at the fact that they thought that lizard people were really thinking that they're running the government or somehow behind all this stuff. So that's just me. That was pissing me off. Fox News, stop fueling the fire. Stop talking about this. You're a propaganda machine. I'll let you go, Johannes.
Hey man, that's the definition of a rant, man. I loved it though. I really respected it. Mine's is actually pretty similar. We're going towards a similar category, I'd say, in politics. But I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Representative Marjorie Green from Georgia,
Marjorie,
Marjorie,
th-
whatever.
that lady.
Sounds like Margaret Simpson, whatever her name is. Anyways, she posted a 3-second clip.
Just filed articles of impeachment on President Joe Biden. We'll see how this goes.
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot! All right, fine. I'm not talking to you anymore. In fact, I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls and gets back to me, I won't be able to hear it. You're an idiot!
Saying that she is ready to impeach Joe Biden a day after his inauguration, which ticked me off for the mere fact that Take me
Real,
out for. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
real quick, I
Yeah.
saw this and yeah, bro, she had been planning this since like early January
Hey, look, if
and
that's
said she was gonna do this on with her chest on a news station.
yeah, and she actually said it with her chest in this 3 second clip. She must have ran out of breath after that, but
Say it with your chest, little. Say it with your chest.
it don't matter. Anyways, look, it kind of goes back to what you're saying, but me personally, I don't really care for any politician that's ever done anything except community leaders and people in like the city council. Those who really make serious impact towards their own people. Uh, but one thing that I hate about America is that it's so divided. It's always somebody hating each other versus doing their job. Right, their job is to take care of us, to the best of their ability, right, to the American people, and just to like you were saying earlier, where it's a new fresh start, right, with a new president, and where we're in like the midst of a pandemic. People are almost 8 to 900,000 people a week are losing their jobs. It's time for unity, and just to have this fresh start, and then somebody like her ready to impeach him. Like, come on, man. Like, let's worry about what we're gonna do for those who can't feed their families, or people who can't pay their rent, or how are you gonna boost the economy again, or get these vaccines out. So just seeing that clip really irritated me. And usually anything that politicians say kind of just goes through one ear out the other with me. But when I saw that, I was just, come on, man. This is you look crazy right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. And it's like, and politics is it's not I'm not even in the politics like that. I would say prior to Trump, I didn't really pay attention to it. But, I don't have any particular politician that I fully trust because everything comes with a price and I fully understand that. That's just with life, period. But we we have already seen violence break out. So for people to still incite that and fuel this unhealthy obsession, it's pointless to me because we need to come together after these last 4 years of being so divided. Like it's really time for everybody to get on the same page at this point. And I think it's gonna be you're gonna see people really continue to show you who they are, especially at the leadership role, because you know, regardless of how the results went, regardless of you know the political landscape changing, especially with like the Senate being overturned, being majority Democratic, like you're still going to see people opposing, and we'll see a good first example of that in the coming weeks when Trump, when the Senate resumes and Trump is on impeachment trial. We'll see if they can be objective and fair with everything that went down and just be honest with themselves. But you know, politics, people sell out, and that's the part about politics that I really, really, really hate. People don't stand on their own too because there's an agenda they have to follow, aka Republicans. So I would say, that being said, I do appreciate y'all. We do appreciate y'all joining us for another episode. Leave a like if you like the episode. Comment, subscribe. Get us to 1,000. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all understand how much that would help the channel. Give us some feedback. Tell us what you think,
Yeah,
Johannes.
I was just gonna say, man, real quick. I spoke into existence last week and hit on those dunks, man. That's how we do it out here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, if you want some good luck from us, hit that like button, comment. Let us know how we did. And then me and Miles, we'll give you that luck. So next time, if you got a sneaker in mind that you're trying to hit on, you'll definitely, well, not definitely, but 98% chance you're gonna hit on them. All right, so do us that favor.
Yes, the podcast, the Technical Foul, is good for you. It's good for your soul. It's good for your aura. It's good for your karma. So, that being said, it's me, your boy Lil Gap, and my boy King Testify signing out. See you on the next episode. Thanks for
Peace.
watching. Be safe.
So, folks, it's your boy, Abdi. I want to take this time to remember Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant, and the 7 others who passed away last year in that tragic helicopter crash. We here at Half Court want to remember Kobe for the type of player he was and what he brought to the game, and also what he brought to the world. You know what I'm saying? That Mamba mentality that people are never ever gonna forget. Childhood memories of him just being the best of the best, you know, like probably the best scorer in league history. So we want to take this time here at Half Court to remember Kobe, Gigi, and the 7 others who lost their lives on January 26th last year. Rest in peace, y'all.